chanting 5 simple words, Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo, my life could suddenly change from a horror script to a happily ever after one. I thank the universe for connecting me to this powerful philosophy, because after that, I never looked back. It also gave me the courage to face the next challenge very joyfully, the next one that life threw at me. So I really think prayer, especially chanting, actually works. And if we have a spiritual core, the going does get easy. The 4th one is, true happiness lies in overcoming problems. This is the first time I'm speaking on stage about this. What can be wonderful about getting cancer twice? I think so. Look at the gifts I got. Curly hair, a compassion as deep as the sea, a perspective as vast as the ocean, and a wacky sense of humor. I've written all this in my latest book that's going to come out in 2 months' time by Hay House. It's been distributed by Penguin in India. It's called To Cancer with Love. It was hilarious the way people responded to me. At one point, I was bald. I had no hair, no eyelashes, no eyebrows, and yet I celebrated life because I had just decided to mesh the small gears of my life, the microcosm, with the macrocosm of the universe, and everything fell into place. But people didn't know how to react to me. Some of them, most of them would avoid me. Some would come to me, shake my hands and say, "Ma'am, it was wonderful knowing you, happy journey." And I would say, "Hold on, I'm not going anywhere. I'm probably going to outlive you, you know." Before cancer, I had straight hair, poker straight hair. After cancer, my hair grew curly. So women would come up to me and say, "Which beauty parlor did you get this hairstyle done from?" And I would say, "From chemotherapy beauty parlor." And they would be horrified. You know, I remember an incident. It was between chemotherapies. I called up a friend of mine and I said, "Hey, let's go out for coffee." She coughed into the phone and she said, "You know, I'm not too well. I have a bad cough and cold. And how have you been?" I said, "Nothing. I just got cancer. Let's go out and have fun." She was so horrified that she banged the phone. People don't know how to react. And I say that with a lot of love. There were moments when, you know, I had to educate people to come to me and say, "Yes, I've got it, so what? I'm going to overcome it." But having experienced death so closely, friends, I must tell you, I have an entirely different perspective of life. I've emerged stronger, wiser, and I have a tribute to life. I want to share it with you. Dear life, I promise I will never disrespect you by not living you fully. I will live every breathing moment. You know, a battle between a strong opponent and a weak opponent is not interesting. So I've decided to be strong like you. I refuse to be defined by your limiting words. Human, mortal, widow, woman, aging, 50 plus, they don't impress me. I'm going to defy and challenge these for as long as I can. Life, you may mark my face with wrinkles. You may steal the color from my black hair. You may take the strength from my bones. But can you do anything about my inner spirit? No, you can't. Because I'm going to celebrate that inner child for as long as I can. And I have a lovely pact with your dark twin, death. Dear life, you came into me at your own bidding, but you shall leave at mine. I have asked death to thank you. I have asked death to come to me by appointment only. And friends, when death does come knocking to my door, I will run joyfully into its arms and take it into a lover's embrace. And I will say two things. Thank you for making me drop my fears, and thank you for giving me such a wonderful life. Where am I going next? Thank you so much.
I meant fanboy moment when we're clicking the pictures.
Yes, I'm a fan. Like, I think we all have become
Let's hear a big round of applause.
50Young, the channel dedicated to us for folks 50 plus and forever young. Subscribe to 50Young today!
Quality spaces for children from under the flyover who come in. They're about 30 in number, and that's what we can afford at this point in time, who go to regular schools.